facing off. Kenny, how do you expect this one to go down?
Ooh, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, and great showmanship.
Should be exciting for the players and the fans. The team that takes care of the basketball will have the edge.
Okay, time for tip-off. We send it over to...
What are you riding, a horse, Ernie?
Kevin Harlan.
Not a roller coaster.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Welcome to Los Angeles, home court advantage for the Lakers. We are live at the Staples Center. You look at the Timberwolves. They've been picking up some steam, and if they can play this well all season, they'll be in excellent shape.
And I think for the Timberwolves, they've started the season on a high note. We thought it may take a while for them to kind of find their groove, but it doesn't look like they're going anywhere here or any concerns about growing pains.
Yeah, I think that growing process has already taken place. This is a team that already knows what its identity is and where its strengths lie.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, Karl Anthony Towns has a different disposition than his predecessor and mentor, Kevin Garnett. The KG said of Cat, don't take the smile for weakness. He plays with another type of engine. What they do share, Kevin, is a true love for the game. Back to you.
Outstanding, D.A. Thank you. Maybe it's no longer a surprise. A couple rookies, Doris, who we thought would take some time to develop, are already contributing.
It's no question about it, and more rookies are being asked to play a larger role in their particular teams. And I think what you have to be struck by is the fact that we're not talking about 21 and 22-year-old rookies anymore, Kevin. We're talking about guys that have very limited collegiate experience, and yet everyone wants an immediate return. And I think it's nothing more than a sign of the times. Guys are dreaming about the NBA from the time they first pick up a ball, and what we get is the result of that.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Gibson plays the 4 with Towns in the middle. Amon Shumpert is out there with Teague, and it's Covington in at the 3 spot. Here's Shumpert after the made shot from Strong. Shumpert finds Towns. James against Covington. Back to Towns. Cranes the three-pointer. Towns has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
On the catch and shoot, just so relaxed. Almost looks like Towns is playing a game of horse out there.
Okay, you got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. There's the pass to LeBron. Back to AI. And another three for the Lakers.
Boy, what has gotten into him? He's taken his game to an unreal level this quarter.
Knocked away. And stolen by AI. Here's the lob for Harris. A slam dunk by Corey Harris.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, Jeff Teague knows how to get by and find teammates. That's pretty right there.
AI gets to Kuzma. Here's Strong. Again, Los Angeles. And Teague's got the ball. 9-point game. Wide open look. Again, it's Minnesota.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
AI left side. 2 points. That one goes. AI's got 14 points.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
And stolen by AI. A finish. And AI throws it down.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
Now here's Teague. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, Taj Gibson, a terrific athlete, easily gets off the floor to finish with authority.
Jeff Teague replacing Ricky Rubio at the point guard position. Doors, did you like that change?
You know what I did, Kevin? They're drastically different players. Rubio probably the better defensive player, definitely the more prolific passer, but the shooting was always an issue. Where with Teague, you get a guy who can knock down three-point shots, and he's one of the best point guards in the league at dribble driving into the paint and getting some action off that.
And AI with the basket on the assist by Harris. He's got 18.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
You know, I think casual fans of the NBA probably wonder what makes LeBron so good. And you look at some of the attributes he has physically, the size, the strength, the quickness. But to me, it's as much about his pursuit of greatness and the commitment year-round to excelling and building his skills. He's truly a seminal player in NBA history.
Changing it up. Sharch comes in for Taj Gibson. And Wiggins is subbed in for Iman Shumpert. With LeBron in his strength, Doris, he can shrug off defenders.
Well, to me, Kevin, he is easily one of the most formidable finishers to ever play the game. You think about it, he is as big and strong physically as most centers that are challenging him at the rim. What an imposing guy.
The Timberwolves shoot their first free throws of the game.
And their success rate on the season is right around 77%.
The free throw drops for Towns.
How about Karl Anthony Towns, guys? At the age of 11, guess how tall he was? 6'3". So it was his goal to develop a complete skill set all the way back then. Boy, how about that? Ahead of the game in terms of the NBA.
Wagner, he's checked in for the Lakers. Josh Hart comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Now, here's AI. 18 points for him. And talk about the mindset nowadays. Guys like Towns growing up content to just play in the paint.
That's exactly right, Kevin. His father would divide their workouts into two halves. First was face-up, dribbling, perimeter shooting. The second half of that workout, the interior
Here's Jones. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Here's Ingram. 11-point game. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. Who are some of the players you watch that get stronger as the game goes on? They're not cut down by fatigue and still have that energy. Something left in the tank.
Those guys who show me superhuman strength a la Kevin Harlan. Those guys who come to mind, LeBron James, that's a bad man. It doesn't matter if it's the first minute or the 48th minute. Russell Westbrook is indefatigable. His stamina and his ability to dominate overtime once is absolutely incredible. And then what did we see from Anthony Davis when Billy Cummings went down? A man who for 48 minutes on both ends is a problem. Those 3 men, Kevin.
Endless energy. Here's Jones after the basket by Los Angeles. Higgins outside. Back to Jones. And Wagner pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 15. Lakers passing it around. And stolen by Wiggins. Jones in the post. On the arc. And it's Wiggins missing. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. And stolen by Wiggins. Jones drives in. Sharge passes to Chang. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, you can't afford to let Gorgie Zhang float around on the offensive glass. He's going to find a way to hurt you.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. This, their first chance to take a look at Minnesota this season.
And they were unbeaten against this club last season. Not surprising considering where they both finished in the standings.
Well, they're more talented, more accomplished at this point. But you can't.
Gibson down low. Guarded by Kuzma. Teague finds Gibson. Goes back up. He lays it in. Gibson's got 8.
Well, Taj Gibson has built his NBA game on his ability to rebound the basketball consistently. What a great nose for it he has.
So on the floor for Minnesota. Teague is at the point with Wiggins at the 2. Gibson plays the 4 with Towns in the middle. And it's Covington in at the small forward position. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Wizards put on a show. He ended up with 62 points, and the basket must have looked huge to him. He made 3 after 3 to pile up the points. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin, we'll see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, you do wonder, though, Greg, does he still have some of the adrenaline going from that performance? No matter how tired he is, he should have plenty of energy coming off that.
And here's Laverne. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Kuzma, that's good.
Well, this is a guy who understands his role in their offense, right? And they know exactly how to use him.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Teague. Laverne grabs the miss. Lakers leading by 5. And Doris, the Wolves, a lot of promise, but how do they deliver?
I think Tom Thibodeau says it best, Kevin. It's the little things. The magic is actually in the work you put in every day. No shortcuts, no easy way out. There's a price to be paid for winning in the NBA.
AI in the post. Teague covering. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup. No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
I think the one constant with Tom Thibodeau is you can always hear his voice the entire game. Doesn't matter if you're up 20 or down 20, you will hear Tom Thibodeau on the sideline.
Great positioning on the putback.
Fact of the matter is, Karl Anthony Towns could be a menace on the glass. Good luck with this guy.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And hearing Coach Tom Thibodeau, some have described his voice as part growl, part bark.
He's very intense, Kevin, and I think the one thing you know about Tom Thibodeau, he likes to say, there is a price to pay. It's all about the work you put in.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Sarge is checked in. There's 1:40 left in the first half. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from T.
I'll tell you, what a start in the first quarter, and now he's taking it to a new level here in the second.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. So for the Timberwolves, their last game, a win against Oklahoma City. Higgins outside. Saric against Kuzma. Saric with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one, and the shot is good. 59 seconds left in the first half. Here's Strong. Laverne trying to break free, and AI with the basket on the assist by James.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Teague with the ball. AI picks him up. Towns kicks to Teague. Kept alive. Saric, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Boy, his shot looks so much more fluid this quarter, hitting at a much better clip.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Strong. Pass to Laverne. And the rejection by Towns.
A terrific effort by Towns. Sticks with the play and sends it back.
Stolen by Ball. Here's Strong. And AI throws it down.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against Washington.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
The other thing it does, Greg, it opens up the floor, right? The other team had zero answer for their outside shooting in that one.
Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew, they shot the lights out in the first half. What has to change?
Get back. Focus on getting back, guarding your man, and not taking these real.
It starts with a man-on-man challenge. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Really an incredible game from AI.
Well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
I think, Greg, we're seeing a couple things. Terrific play calling, unselfish nature, and quality shooting. That makes for good offense.
LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. AI is out there with Harris, and it's Laverne in at the center. That's the Laker 5. And Shumpert kicks to T. Another shot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Doris, when you talk about, Coach, aside from wins and losses, how can you gauge if a coach is doing a good job?
Well, you make a great point, Kevin, because if an organization is in a rebuild situation, then winning is almost impossible because you're outgunned and outmanned every single night. So to evaluate those coaches, here are the things I would look at. One, are you maximizing the talent at your disposal? Are your player development skills at such a degree that you're seeing incremental improvement from the guys on your roster? And then ultimately, Kevin, are guys playing hard? Are they competitive every night? Even if the wins don't necessarily show in the box score and at the end of the, the regular season, the reality is, are you playing hard? Are you competitive?
Kuzma passes to Strong. Launches a three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. High arcing shot. Shumpert, no good. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Los Angeles. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Lakers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for AI.
And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities.
Teague feeling it out a bit. Here's Towns. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Harris. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Harris has got 8 points.
And this is how lethal Harris can be off the pass. Excellent at catching the D by surprise.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Strong, and AI throws it down.
And a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead.
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Not only can he make plays for others, he can take it upon himself to finish.
Latrey, good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Minnesota calls timeout. We've seen AI really making a difference here.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Wagner, he's checked in for Laverne. And it's Ingram in for LeBron. Timberwolves also changing it up. Marjanovic checked in for Towns. Zhang comes in for Taj Gibson. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Jeff Teague.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
There's no doubt. They're making all the right moves. Their chemistry tonight has been phenomenal.
And that one's good. AI.
And there it is again. They get careless with the basketball, and immediately it costs them.
Timberwolves trail by 14. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. A brief moment here to recognize a player that's really been getting it done. He's earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their effort.
That one falls.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Jones kicks to Zhang. On the wing, Shumpert, guarded by Harris. Now the Lakers on the break. AI with the ball.
Whoa, the solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Minnesota calls timeout.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, Greg, no resistance, right? They're allowing them to get any kind of shot they want close. That simply can't happen.
shooting at a high percentage. All teams aim to do that. Let's see the league's best. The Lakers, #1.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
And that one's good. Marjanovic.
Well, after missing their first 3 shots, they finally get one to go in this half.
AI kicks to Kuzma for the 3. And another hit. Shot made once more from Strong. AI's got 46 points. Outside jumper. Passes to Covington. A floater, and the layup is up and in. Covington's got his first points of the night.
I'll tell you, the floater is a shot that takes great touch, but that one looks pretty leaving his fingertips.
And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there, great 3-and-D guy, the ultimate role player on a team, and he just gels well with his teammates, and he doesn't force shots.
Shumpert in the corner. Now here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Covington wide open. He fires. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Well, he just gets ahead of himself and throws it away.
Here's Ball. A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the 4th quarter. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Teague is at the point with Wiggins at the 2. Charge is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Gibson in at the 3, the small forward. And that one's good. AI.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Knocking down triples repeatedly. The defense starting to look helpless at this point.
Teague bounce pass. Fades. No good off the back of the rim. Lakers lead by 15. Strong, the pass to LeBron. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Helmet.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Well, there's so much value in how Jeff Teague runs an offense. He's got great speed. He plays hard on both ends of the floor. I think any organization would be lucky to have this guy.
Ramon Shumpert is checked in for Taj Gibson.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down and piling on to that big lead. We know he has the range late on the defensive reaction.
You always got to D up on the perimeter. When you don't, this is what happens.
Offensive rebound. He gets it in there. And it's 13 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, the score would look a lot different if his teammates could have had the kind of night he's had.
AI with it. Now guarded by Towns.
He's high percentage shot right at the rim, and he's wondering what happened.
Ball against Teague. Here's Towns. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
If Karl Anthony Towns is feeling it, he will command the basketball. And as a coach, that's what you're hoping for. Amazing. Even a little bit off target, LeBron knows how to finish the alley-oop.
Outside Teague. To the paint. He tries for 3. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Robert Covington's checked in for Wiggins. Towns trying to get open, and he banks in the layup.
Well, I'll tell you what, impeccable work from Jeff Teague inside, showing great patience down in the lane.
Kuzma kicks to AI. Back to Kuzma. Here's Strong, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. AI's got 56 points in the game.
Boy, this guy has been transcendent this quarter. Something really lit a fire underneath this guy.
To the inside, Laverne with the steal. And Kuzma slams it in.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Well, that's how you attack in transition. Remarkable effort, getting as high percentage of look as you can really get.
Left side, Saric shoots over Kuzma. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's AI missing.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Here's Shumpert. And the rejection by LeBron.
He was tracking that shot the whole way. No chance LeBron was letting that get to the rim.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the Heat. And Towns gets it to go.
Don't you love how Towns' hands are always ready to receive the pass? Terrific job on the pick and roll.
He got it again. Sensational.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Minnesota calls timeout. We've seen, Doris, the NBA take a very active role in growing the game internationally. Talk about some of the specifics you've seen in that regard.
Well, I think you have a great leader at the top in Adam Silver who understands that the game is growing on an international stage. It's becoming increasingly popular. And so you see NBA teams going over and playing regular season games in different countries. That's one particular way. Then you have the NBA Cares initiative, which when those teams are over there, they can go out and build basketball academies. NBA in Africa is a once-a-year trip, and they bring 2 teams of NBA players. Think about some of the players off of that continent where they have turned into legit stars. So I think it's important that the game continue to develop, and I love that the NBA considers it part of their responsibility.
The Lakers on D. T kicks to Covington. Shot from 12. Rebound the Lakers. Kuzma's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Strong. Pass to Laverne. Towns with the defensive effort.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job.
For 3, Covington. They get the rebound. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, we know Taj Gibson is not opposed to playing physical basketball. In that instance, he seeks contact and gets an opportunity.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, Taj Gibson is a pro's pro. The rugged power forward is known for his consistency. You can count on this guy game in and game out.
And Teague has it in the corner. Towns down low. Laverne on him. And Towns gets it to go.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now. Just a little hesitation on that release, right? His timing looked a bit off.
Outside jumper. Down low. Laverne with the steal. Here's Strong. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, certainly a disappointing result, but they'll live with the shot. You know, they'll take that every time.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Lakers.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely. Just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for AI.
Boy, their ball movement was terrific, and I thought he was the key to that. This guy conducted the offense, kept everyone involved, and spread the basketball.
And talk about a terrific stroke. The defense was hoping that a three ball that deep wasn't going in.
Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Boy, you really have to like the control of Shumpert there. Lets the play develop and made the pass for an easy hoop. Nice.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're up by 21. There's 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. There's 37 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. AI can't hit.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Yeah, that zip code might extend beyond his range. My goodness, let's take a better shot next time.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Oh, there's no doubt. This crowd is into it, and it's because of how well their guys have played tonight.
By himself, and AI throws it down.
And saving their for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
Well, this is exactly how you put teams away. Late game execution leads to a tremendous win.
Got it. And that's he's unbelievable.
You know, he's flat fueling their success. Most of the offense has gone through him.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time